Hey everybody, my name is Loyal and this time I come with a new tutorial on how to create an anime fake screenshot. And this time I will not show you how to color it because this will be just the effects. I will show you how to create effects to make the fake screenshot. And this is after you have um, all your draw did it. Is when you have your draw finished. Sorry for that. So these effects you can apply to in some illustration if you want. I usually do that. But okay, we are going to start. First, we are need to use a multiply layer to create something like that, like the shadow of the gradient of a more dark zone. Because in the anime you can see the light over you, over the characters, and a special something like a shadow or a more dark part. Okay, for this scene I'm going to use a neutral color. I call it like that, but I prefer when it's not a day when it's not a day scene or it's not a one scene. I usually try to pick the purple because it's between the warm colors and the cold colors. We are going to play with the Tonal Correction. Maybe in the next video I will try to explain it before. Okay, we are going to use an airbrush, and I usually choose the biggest size of this can provide. But if you this is enough, also you can do it with this size. I forgot to say, but the size of my canvas is this one, and I prefer an 600 of dpi. I prefer it after some draws because it gives you more quality in your draw. Okay, now with the brush we are going to apply down the draw, something like that. But you can see it just losing good. So play with the colors. For example, I'm going to use a red color, but no, it does condense it. Okay, then an orange color maybe. This is try and error, because if you can understand or can be agreed with the result of your draw, well, it will doesn't look good for you, and maybe for others, but not for you. Okay, we have some a low shadow like this one. Okay, let's cover the middle of the draw, like in this line here. This will be your limit. And the next what we are going to do is create an add or sound layer, and however in your program is established. So we are apply the same color or maybe another color that you want. We use a navy blue to do this. Okay, and you can see create this background. I have this background in mind to be a room, a hail, room. So is if you have seen My Hero Academia in the chapters when are in the Tartar prison, this is a similar room. So I have been thinking in this room like this. Then we have the light of the lights. I'm sorry. And you can see I don't like this part, looks very bright, so I'm going to erase a little to make the photo more visible. And I think for me it looks good. Okay, now here comes the part of the effects. This is a curious part because there are a lot of effects and a lot of things you can do to do your effects, but I'm going to show you two mods or two types of effects that I usually use. Okay, so we are going to compile everything in a new layer, and the next we are going to duplicate the entire layer again, and we are going to apply a Gaussian blur. This is the first mode that I usually do. The first way, sorry. We're going to apply some Gaussian blur and to apply an effect to invoke the character and maybe a 30 of blue, and then we accept, and it will be looks like that. And again we are going to use our Airbrush or a soft eraser, and we are going to pass over all the thing that we can focus on, like this. Okay, if you can see a gradient like a camera, focus on the principal thing that you can focus. Okay, and well, I don't like this gradient because it comes to look very simple. It started to look very simple for me. So there's is another way. We are going to turn off the layer and duplicate again all the layers. And this is another filter, the same, but radial blur. Okay, I leave it, and we chose this is more easy to focus on one thing. But something like I don't like of the Radial Blur on Clip Studio is that don't have the option of what size or how much do you want to focus. Some apps give you the option for like a circle, and in that circle is when it comes to start the blur. But in Clip Studio it's not available this option, but it's enough for me. Okay, so we are going to apply a very low quantity amount of blur, and this time I have this size of 1.10. I don't know if you will see it in 1, but I usually leave it in 0.10 or 0.04, but I prefer this one. So we push on accept, and you will see a little effect that is focused on a more blur of movement, something like that. and for me it looks more dynamic. Okay, then we combine with the sorry. Okay, we combine it with the bottom layer, and then let's start to do the the 3D effect. Okay, now some of you maybe can have access to Photoshop. There's a, a Photoshop function that gives you the option to make a chroma key effect, but I will show you how to do it with use with the own program. Okay, now we are going to triplicate the layers 3 times again, and we are going to addition, tonal correction, and I think it's level correction. Yes, here is. So we are going to select in this layer, we are going to turn off the green, all the green, and the blue, and it will look like this. Okay, now, and we are going to put it in screen mode. I don't know if you, but mine is drama. Okay, now the next one, we are going to repeat these steps, but we are going to turn off the red and the blue. Okay, and then it will looks like this. Okay, it will be looks like red, green, and the next one is the blue. We are going to put it in drama or screen mode, however you can, however you have it in your apps. And with the last one, addition, level correction, and design. We are going to turn off the red and the green, and you can see it looks normal. Okay, but the difference here is because we are going to move we are going to move very little the layer, so you are going to see this. You can see that, you can see this effect. Okay, I prefer because in Photoshop the option makes you your new layer and the chroma key effect, but without this one you will see it, because you have a normal layer and you move it like this, for example. I don't like that you can see like a little red color here or a blue color in some parts, and I don't like that that result in the final draw. So I prefer to make bigger the layer, very I prefer make it a little big like this one, and I think it looks better. You can look a blur here, and the effects looks more dramatic, more dynamic, and I like this effect so much, and I usually apply it in all my graphs. You can see in all my graphs this type of effects. If you can make it in the size you want. You decide how much the chroma key effect you want to be visible. Would I prefer a little uh, chroma key effect? Okay, we push in accept, and you will see it like that. Then we are going to combine all the visible layers in a new layer again. Okay, and now we duplicate this again, and we are going to apply a new, we are going to apply this time a Gaussian blur. I usually leave it in 6.9. It's a very low effect, but it's enough, okay? Because it looks very blurry if you put more than 20, okay? So yeah, I usually leave it at 6.9, and we are going to reduce this layer to 50% of opacity. Okay, and now for this time you can look for a image or some texture that can give you a noise. For example, like I have an automatic action to give you this layer from noise. You will see it. Okay, you can look for another image in Google, or if your app provides you can use it. And we are going to set this layer in, and here it gives me the option of claro suave. Clear soft, sorry. I'm traducing some words here. Or if you don't have this option, you can leave it in normal, okay? But we are going to reduce the opacity, and you can well, this is your convenience, but I usually prefer leave it in 15. But you can see it looks very much, so we are going to leave it in 5, and I think it's enough. But okay, but since the application allows it to use the soft clear, I'm going to use this option, and I'm going to leave it in 15, and I think okay. And now we are finished your drawing. Now we are going to export. File, export. I prefer choose PNG because the pixels don't lose quality when you make bigger your when you make a zoom on the image, and I think it's pretty, sorry, and I think it's preferable, so it's preferable to the JPG, because it doesn't lose so much quality, especially when you upload it on the internet, or in this time I'm going to upload it in Instagram, and Instagram makes the photos lose a lot of quality, but for that reason I prefer do that. Okay, so we are going to save, accept, and we wait to the file, and we export the layer. Okay, I think this is all of my part. I hope you can understand me, because I did not understand me so sorry for that. And I hope you like it. I hope it works for you. I gave you the options and all the effects I usually apply on my drawings, and this time it was for an anime scene. But maybe in the next tutorial I can do how to color in layers, or explain the color theory, okay? Or maybe an anatomy tutorial, but I need to prepare good to avoid of this happening again. Okay, so thank you so much for seeing. I see you on Patreon. Share with all your friends if you like this content. So, goodbye.